All right, guys, I am back. Sorry for the week gone, but yeah, it was a hellacious week. Excuse my language. And I did start to try to record some videos last week, but they were all just like sad and really pathetic. And so I decided, nope, that is not how I roll. So yeah, so what I did show you in those videos is we made some of these covers because I had like a big stack of things that I have printed out throughout the last couple of years and I hadn't used. And so in those videos, we gathered paper and kit papers and just miscellaneous papers. And we are just going to make a massive amount of journals because I have a massive amount of ephemera that I have just like made extras of or whatever. And I am cleaning out and cleaning house, like spring cleaning everything. So in the description box, I'm going to try to list all of the different graphics that I have that we're using from all the different artists. If I forget somebody, I apologize. I will try to get those listed. They're all kind of their own little, mix match. We got some bee journals going, different creators, that sort of thing. So yeah, I guess what I need to do now, and I'm just going to take you along on this whole process. I think there's 14 journals maybe. So we're just going to start at one and we're just going to like fold its papers and we'll just see how far we get in 30 minutes. We can chit chat. I need to put in this, so I'm going to put it in first. And I'm going to go ahead and use my tacky glue, on it, just to strengthen the spine. And all these covers are fabrics, a 9x12 envelope, and then cardstock on the outside, and then it's just sewn. And then you can probably see in here see here that I put in the eyelets. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I'll tell you kind of what happened last week. Okay, so I know those of you that have been through like divorce and whatnot, you know that there is a period of time where reality sinks in, right? And then more discoveries were made last week about some stuff that had been going on that I didn't know anything about. So that kind of sent me into a serious tailspin. I'm not generally one that kind of dwells on those kind of things, but it just kind of all like hit at once. We're to the point where we're filing the separation papers and getting all of that. So I was trying to do all the financials. And I mean, I hate to say it, but women typically end up doing most of that, even for their, soon to be separated or ex-spouse, right? So yeah, and he's reluctant to do a couple of things that the mediator told him to do or that we should do. And so, yeah. Yeah, it was an awful week. It was an awful week for the kids. They've never seen their mom like that before. So yeah. Usually I'm a pretty easygoing, lucky person, or easy-go-lucky type person, and I just couldn't be last week. So yeah, this week's a brand new week, and a brand new life is starting, and so we're just gonna roll with it, right? That's all we can do, is just keep moving forward. So yeah, like I said, all I'm doing now, all right, hold on. And I'm going to have to go back through these and be really careful when we're putting them in that I have them right side up for their writing because it would be just my luck that I would end up putting them in the journal upside down, right? And there's one of these kits, I have no idea where it came from. Like none whatsoever. I cannot figure it out. I went back through my purchases. Oh, and so that was the other thing. In the meantime, a bunch of my stuff got hacked. A bunch of it came in through one of those novel apps that you can download. because like I don't know how many of you guys are on Facebook, but occasionally they'll have like these ads and you can like read a little bit of the story, and if you like it, then you like download the app, and then you can read the rest of the story. Or like, you know, it's kind of like, you know, like games or whatever, you can buy like reading tokens or whatever. Well, yeah, I did that, and apparently that was so not what you should do, because then they broke into a couple other apps, and then they ended up stealing a bunch of my pictures, and then they tried to use it against me. And it's been, like I said, last week was literally the worst week of my life, I can honestly say. So yeah, now that it's over, I cannot say I'm not happy that week, like I would happily forget that week. Anyways, so yeah, this is what we are going to do. We are just going to make journals. We're going to make things that make us happy this week. That is what this week's focus is all about. And making a bunch of journals and using up my stuff will make me very happy. So, because I think I'm to the point now where it's like I have so much stuff, I don't even know what I have anymore, if that makes any sense. So, and I do have a massage later today, so I am actually looking forward to that. I debated whether I was going to kind of continue that, but I figured I'm one of those people that just takes very little for herself and obviously gets, I don't want to say taken advantage of, but kind of, and not with anybody outside of the family, so to speak, but like, I can definitely say that I have let things that I should not have let go, like slide, right? It's all about boundaries. So I'm learning that I have not actually had very good boundaries throughout the last 27 years, which is kind of sad, but you know, it is what it is, right? You can't go back, so you can only go forward. Sorry, I'm just double checking, making sure everything's upright before I put it in there. I wonder how many of these we can get bound before, or like 30, 40 minutes are up. Not really sure, but we're going to give it a really good whirl. Yeah, I think these will be really fun. And they're going to be not like crazy decorated, but definitely got some cool ephemera going in them. Get that out. I'll get my favorite little needle that I use to bind. Maybe we will. Oh, there we go. Oh, and it still had jute from the previous project in there. Interesting. Let's see. So I'm just double checking, making sure it's going in upright. And it is not. Well, because at this point it really doesn't matter what's front and back, right? Because it's all different angles anyways, so. All right, and gotta get my awl. So I hope you guys are all doing well. Thank you for listening to my little rant there. I think kind of the places where I stopped recording really were like right after the snowstorm. And boy, did it wreak all kinds of havoc here. Gracie's greenhouse, the snow was so heavy it caved in the roof. So Grace is pretty upset about that. Let's see, what else has happened? I don't know what else has happened. How sad is that? And like so much happens, you just forget, right? Oh, I'm getting kind of excited to get these done. I guess if we run out of ephemera, it's not like I can't just sell them as naked journals, right? I mean, I think I've bought a couple of naked journals before. All right, there is one bound. Page is in. All right, perfect. I was just double checking that I have, this is right side up, right? Okay, right side, okay. The reason I think I'm second guessing myself so much is because literally the week I just had was so bad, so bad. Let's see, we need to put reinforcer in. Yeah, that's another thing we did is we ripped all these. I mean, not that you got to see it, but yeah, we ripped all these fabrics together and just had a grand old time, and you didn't even know it. All right, there's that one. Set that aside for a second. We'll get our papers folded up here. And I have decided, I am like probably 6 weeks behind on comments again. So I apologize to you guys and to all the new subscribers. I do apologize. That has unfortunately became something that has happened a lot over the last like 8 months, but yeah, new me, new energy, right? I will get them caught up by this weekend. Right, you got to set little mini goals for yourself. So yeah, and I have a ton of those ephemera folios that I was trying to make last May, and then things kind of started falling apart, if you will. So I don't have those done, but I've got like a bunch of parts of them done. So I think I'm gonna work on getting those done this week too. Just trying to, like I said, trying to clean up, clean out, get old projects finished, that sort of thing. I can't actually really tell if that was upside down or not. Probably have to get my glasses just to make absolutely sure, but this looks like it's right. Yeah, so and there's 20 pages to each one of these. And I think we're going to do 8 pockets, 2 on each, 2 on the outsides, like the outside cover or inside covers, and then we'll do 6 in between, like 1 in the middle, or like I usually try to do like a middle centerfold type thing. And so we'll do 2 of those, like 2 pockets there, and then kind of like part it out through there, if that makes any sense. All right, let's just start here. Oops. And I'm not putting these in any specifically particular order. They're just going to kind of go in whatever, like wherever I kind of feel like just kind of placing them. In whatever order. And then I'll kind of flip through it, make sure it looks like something I really want to do. That looks good. Okay, I'm gonna double check we got everything upright and center. Yep, looks good. Okay. We might actually get a ton of these bound, huh? Okay, upright, upright, okay. My arm is pretty stiff. Oh. Yeah, that's another thing I'm kind of bummed about. I had been working out, like lifting weights and stuff, and since pretty much the end of February, and I didn't do that at all last week, and I didn't get a whole lot of it done the week before, and so I'm just feeling kind of blah again. And it's not necessarily something that I want to do, but it does make me feel better, so yeah. There's that. And I caught this nail on the porch. So yeah, it was one of those weeks. I tell you, I wondered for a little while what I had done in a past life to deserve everything I got last week. But I figure, you know, when it rains, it pours, and it depends on how you're standing out in the rain, right? You standing out in the rain because you're lonely, or are you standing out in the rain because you need some healing, right? So, yeah, I'll get over it. All right, there is two. All right. Ooh. All right, I am going to pause just to check time, and I will be right back, and we'll go right back for this one, okay? All right. So, yeah, it looks like we're going to be able to get about 2 or 4 done in each half an hour. So, if you guys just want to kind of craft with me this week, that would be like really helpful to me. And yeah, well, it might not be exciting, but at least we'll get to hang together, right? Okay, we'll set that aside. Get these papers folded. Get on to the next one, right? And then I guess one of the next videos after there'll probably be like 3 where we're just folding or whatever. But maybe you want to just hang with me. If not, you don't have to watch the video. It's all good. I'll release them, and if you watch them, you watch them, right? I don't know. I've been kind of thinking about starting a new, well, I've had something in the works for a little bit. And Bo, my beautiful boy, has been helping me with some graphics for it. And I haven't said anything recently, mostly because I wasn't sure exactly where it was going to go. But I've kind of decided course, so I guess I can tell you guys. I am going to start a TikTok channel. When it's all up and running, I will tell you where it is, but it's going to be very, very different from this. It's not going to be about crafting. It's going to be about how do you divorce with dignity when there's a lot of pain, right? Like, you know, I can't say, oh, better trim that down before we stick it in there. I can't say that I have ever been like completely innocent in the marriage issues, but I will say that I have never done anything to deserve what's happening now. So, and I would really like to not have that be my story, right? Like, I'm not going to let it win. I'm not going to give into the pain and the hurt and whatever. Like, nope. This part of the story I don't get to own, right? And I shouldn't have to. So, and yep, there is some white pieces in here, and I'm okay with that because we might do some brushing on them, or we might not. We'll just see how they look in the scheme of things once we've got them all in the books and everything and we start decorating. All right, and this kit is Emily's over at Junk Journal Inspirations. Let's do this. Let's save that big one for when we're going against another paper. I guess I don't mind white so much. Like I used to, but I don't so much anymore. I think some of that might just be because I don't know. It feels clean, I guess. Maybe, I don't know. Feels like it would go nicely there. Just here. Let's see which one this one looked harsher against. So we'll do this, this, and then this one. And then I gotta find another place to put that one. So maybe we'll put it here. All right, perfect. Right side up, right side up. Bo's trying to be quiet on the recording. Hold on just a minute. Okay, guys, sorry about that. I think you got my hand right in the way. I'm going to try to cut that out, but yep. My boy needed to say bye because he's going to go hang out with some friends and get some stuff done for work. They're doing this like team building thing. Like a few of the shift, what are they called? Like shift leads or like shift managers, or I don't know what they call them there at Starbucks, but anyways, him and one of the other ones have decided to like do some team boosting stuff. And so they're getting these, they're going to put together like individual, kind of like you rock type packages for the people that work on their shifts and stuff to try to kind of boost morale. Cause I think this whole last year has really just messed with a lot of us, right? In ways we're just now starting to understand, right? So yeah, him and one of his buddies from another store were like, hey, what if we did this? Give people a reason to be at work, right? Because I think a lot of people are kind of feeling that, like, what's the point? So, and I'm a firm believer kindness starts with you, right? All right, number 4 down. 3, not 4. Oh my goodness. All right, same thing here. Let's get our piece in here. I don't know, these seem to be going pretty fast, so maybe I'll get a 5th one in on this one. Aside to dry, get our papers in here. I think for me, you know, doing mass producing, I like it. I like mass producing. And I don't know, maybe that's like the bookkeeper accountant in me. I don't know. Never quite figured out what it is that I like about it, but I think sometimes too, it's like doing the same thing over and over again kind of gives like my brain a relaxing thing. So maybe I'm better suited for a job like stuffing envelopes or something. I don't know. Repetitious work has never really bothered me. And then these are some more of Emily's papers here. Oh. Oh, looks like we got a little bit of water spot on that. And check the inside. I think we can still use it. We can just put a little bit of pocket or something like that on it. All right. Let's get another one knocked out, huh? Use this one as the cover, or the first page. I don't know if you guys have seen it yet, but Emily over at Emma Farmer's Treasures has a, or not, it's not Emma Farmer's Treasures anymore. She redid, or like rebranded. And I don't know why I keep saying that. Maybe because I like have been so used to saying it for so many years, but it's Junk Journal Inspirations now. She has a new kit out. I want to use that. And then somebody, I can't remember who it was now, sent me a couple of kits. I need to go back and find those and get those printed out so we can use those. So much to do, so little time. Plus I have 3 design team projects coming this month. And we're going to do an altered book for one of them. Plus, Nikki in the Junk Journal Inspiration Facebook group just put, or is getting ready to put out the spring, like April kit, like we did the St. Patty's Day one. And so yeah, that is super cute. I got a sneak peek at that earlier, like this morning. It is super cute and only available on the Facebook group. So if you are not over in that Facebook group, you totally should go and check it out. There's all kinds of cool stuff to do over there. All right, there is 4, and I think I'll go ahead and call this one a video. And then I'm just going to kind of keep working through the pile, and we'll just see how many videos it takes us to get through that. Again, thank you guys for joining me on this quick little 30-40 minute video. So we got those 4 done. Or I'm not done, obviously, but at least bound and put together. And then we are just going to keep plugging away. All right, I'll see you tomorrow. All right, bye guys.